Another topic that I want to talk about, I guess, is AJ Miller. I've just looked at some of his videos now to see what he's preaching. Okay, it's all nonsense, but I've been making a lot of Christian videos, and I like the Christian videos. Why? Because I feel like I understand the Bible, and I feel like I can tell the difference between the truth and lies. And I feel like a lot of the lies are things that are can be told in a truthful way if only you change the sort of understanding of what it's actually saying. And if you change one or two words, or just say that this word actually is referring to this and that, and I feel like I can explain it. So I've been inspired to talk about Christianity because I feel like I can say something that is I'm inspired to say. And when it comes to spirituality, I haven't touched on it. Why? Because I haven't actually found anyone that preaches about spirituality that I felt connected with. And now that I've looked at AJ, I do feel connected with him. I feel like he's full of lies and full of in truths, but it's when someone says things that I feel like has some truth, but also mixes lies with truth. When I can hear this, and I feel like something that bothers me makes me want to talk about it. And there's a lot of things that he's preached in some of his teachings that bother me because although he's talking, he thinks he's talking for God, and he thinks he's providing the truth, the divine truth. And because of this, I feel like I have this link with him. He thinks he's taking truth from God, and he's giving it to you about it. And therefore, because of this, I feel I can link to what he's saying, but I feel like he's understanding everything wrong. And I think a lot of things he's saying is an inversion of how I feel. And maybe he's talking about something and saying that this isn't true, but I feel like he's saying it only so I can grab this video and say, actually, this is what I feel. And and on that topic, actually, that's what I feel. He's got a lot of people also asking him questions, and he's answering the questions. And I feel like if someone was asking me those same questions, I would give a completely different response. But at the same time, I like a challenge, like with the whole me and Tinny thing. Um, if I felt like Beyonce was like representing Tinny, I feel like that brings out some sort of drive in me to want to be better than her, to want to say, I have more power because of this, that, and the other. And I feel a similar way with AJ. Actually, he's saying a lot of lies and things that I don't agree with, but the fact that he's saying it and kind of talking for me, I feel an extra need to want to be like, no, actually, I think this, and no, actually, I think this, and so I feel like I want to go back, and not now, but on Thursday, Friday, and I'm going to make some videos where I pick up on the questions and the answers that he gives. He is a spiritualist, so he does believe in the spiritual realm, and he has a very different view on the spiritual realm to me. But I feel like I know why he's preaching what he's preaching, because he's actually kind of preaching another fictional religion about spirituality, but what he's preaching isn't actually that different from other people. Like there's a lot of spiritualists. I don't really know what they believe, but I feel like there are a lot of people that would listen to his teachings and agree with it. They're not necessarily Christians, but they might be people who were Christians but are now seeking something different. They've read the Bible. They don't think God is this angry monster, and they're now seeking something better and different. And I feel like he is a sort of move on from Christianity. What he's preaching is not Christianity. It's but it's a sort of next stage to Christianity. If Jewish religion is just the Old Testament and the Christianity is the New Testament, I feel like in a way he's created a third testament, and this third testament, like the first and second, are full of truth and lies, um, mostly lies. But I feel like he's saying these lies to kind of aggravate me and get me to be like, no, actually, I feel this. No, actually, I feel this. So because he's doing this, though, I feel like I'm meant to actually do that. So I think I'm going to take some of his preachings and kind of updo him on saying, actually, this is, I think this, but I think you think this because of this, that, and the other. And I think the spirit has led you into believing these lies for this, that, and the other reason. And so that's something I'm inspired to do. Something also going, Nigel Farage wasn't going to run, and now he is. I don't know. I don't know anything about the politics, but it is interesting how my dad broke in, and oh, came into my house, came into the room because the door was open, and he thought I'd lost that phone or something, and I was talking about That guy who gave me a phone, who gave me a £700 phone. I've never bought a £700 phone 15 years ago. £700 was a lot of money back then. Um, Now it's probably less, but but yeah, I don't know why he thought I lost my phone, but I said, I always call him Nigel, not Dad. And then I noticed that Nigel Farage is running, and I don't like the other one. I just give you a little tip on my politics. I don't have any political views when it comes to England. I don't know who to support. I've always been on the conservative side of whatever that was my dad's side. So that's always what I've been. Because of all the prime minister changes, I feel less linked to them because I'm just like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. And Rishi Sunak, I feel like he's a bit of a weak leader, to be honest. But I can't tell you any other leader that I know. And Nigel Farage is he's he's better than that other one. There's that other one that's I think he might be the leader. He's always disproving other people and always going, oh no, I don't believe it. That's my only memory of the other one that might be a white hairish. I don't know, whiny, really annoying. I don't like him as. Is he a leader? I don't even know. I don't even know who the leader of the Labour Party is. I don't know, but I like Nigel Farage more than I like the annoying one. I don't even know his name. I just call him the annoying one. Um, but um, but yeah, it might be a better roundup, like a left right. But I don't even think they are. I don't even see the English Conservative versus Labour. I don't really see them as left and right. I see them as like a curry meal and a McDonald's meal, and you can ask which one do you prefer, and you're like, yeah, I want the curry meal, and then imagine they've given you something really really spicy, and you're just like, yeah, no, I wish I would have gone for the McDonald's. Like curry can come with loads of different varieties, and McDonald's as well can come with loads of varieties. If you order a Happy Meal, or if you order the McDonald's meal and you just find yourself with chips, it was like, oh yeah, I should have gone for the curry. And then if you order the curry and you just find yourself with something extremely spicy or something you just don't like the taste of, or something that has fake meat in it or something, you're just like, yeah. And yeah, I don't want to vote for politics because I feel like you don't really know what you're voting for. People, all the politicians can say, oh, I'm voting for this and I'm voting for this, and then when they actually get into power, they could end up changing their mind and supporting different things. And it's technically done, organized by a team of people, not just one. But it's nice to have like a leader figure as someone that represents your party, and that's all the leaders are to me, just people that represent their party. But I don't really know anything about them, and I'd rather let the public decide when it comes to that. But I prefer Nigel Farage, and the name is similar to my dad. I noticed that, and